Good evening, welcome. I'm Afia Yana, and welcome to your Restorative Rest practice. So tonight's practice will be a restorative practice for getting nice and comfortable and rooted in our bodies, getting grounded. So if you haven't already heard, we're using 2 pillows, 2 towels, and 2 blankets. So sitting in a comfortable seated position to begin with. You can, even if you wanted to start in this chair or on the side of your couch, whatever is comfortable for your knees, for your legs is the most important thing. You could, this is an exciting part, where you can make yourself a little throne. So what I like to do, we'll be doing some folding lessons throughout class as well, is taking the towel the long way, flipping it over, then folding it again in fourths. Then you can roll it this way and create a little, roll it or fold it this way and create a little towel dowel, I'll call it, and place it underneath your hips. And what that towel dowel will do is it creates a little seat for your hip bones to sit on and then your femurs to come out of. And that creates more space in your pelvic girdle and more space for your belly to really relax and breathe into. So when you get there, take your time, no hurries, no worries. Just when you arrive on your throne, you can close your eyes, rotating your shoulders up and down and back. Inhaling in through the nose and then exhaling out the mouth 2 times. Inhale again in through the nose. Exhaling out anything that's not serving you. Releasing and relaxing. And one more time in through the nose. Deepest breath of your day and out the mouth. Beautiful. And with the palms facing down on the knees, you might even go into Chin Mudra, which is your thumb and your pointer finger pointing together, placing the palms so that they are down with the warmth of the hands on the knees. And starting to bring an awareness into the breath. So without changing anything, we just take stock of our breath, which can tell us some things about our body and our mind state to begin with. So as we observe the breath as we begin, we notice, is the breath shallow? Is it deep? Is it a little choppy? And noticing anywhere in the body that could use a little extra love during the practice today. Notice, is there any tension or tightness or an area of the body that is providing biofeedback as far as sensation. Using that awareness of bringing the mind to that spot for a second without trying to change anything. The next, bringing our attention to our mind state. Notice, is the mind still very active from the day, jumping around? Or perhaps is the mind slow, a little bit dulling down or slowing down as the day comes to an end? Not changing anything, just observing. Beautiful. We'll inhale in through the nose, deep into the belly. And exhale deeply out the nose. Belly button back towards spine. On the next inhalation, we'll take a 3-count inhalation in through the nose. 3, 2, 1. And at the top, take an exhalation out the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then inhale again, 3, 2, 1 through the nose. And then the exhalation, extending it to 4, 3, 2, 1 at your own pace. And begin to work with this 3-count inhalation at your own pace. Extending the exhalation out to a 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is a breath awareness practice we can use throughout these guided positions today to allow the nervous system to calm down. So when we take even just one more breath in the exhalation, extend the breath by 1 extra number, it begins to signal to the nervous system it's okay to slow down and calm down. Beautiful. Taking one more breath in this way. The deepest breath of the day, deep in through the nose, nice and tall through the spine as if a string is pulling you up towards the ceiling. And then on the exhalation, releasing all the breath as the belly button comes back towards the spine. We'll gently inhale, the eyes open, the arms up, extending the arms, reaching, gathering in this life force into the top of the head. Exhale this 4, 3, 2, 1 breath slowly, and seeing if we can begin to connect our hands, our breath, and our movement dynamically as we're moving really slowly. Gathering in this last bit of sunshine from the day. Exhaling as the hands come back to heart center. And one more time, inhaling the arms up, nice and wide. Radiant through the heart, grounded through the sit bones. And exhaling the hands back to heart center. Beautiful. Then drawing the left hand down onto the ground. You might walk. You could even get rid of this little towel-y thing, towel-y-dowel, and placing your left hand down onto the ground. Inhaling the right arm up into the air. Getting a nice side stretch here. If it's too much for your neck, you can look down towards your left palm. You might draw your left elbow in towards your left side. So grounding down through the right sit bone here. This practice of being rooted in the body. The root chakra or the Muladhara chakra in the body is at the base of our pelvis or the base of the spine. So bringing our awareness into that stability as we extend into the right side of the lungs. Releasing anything that's not serving us as we compress the breath on the left side. One more breath here. Releasing, pressing the left arm, drawing the right arm down onto the floor, looking down at the right palm, lifting the left arm up into the air gently. And then exhale, bending the right elbow if it's accessible to you. And breathing into the left side of the body. And grounding down into your left sit bone here. Allowing the breath, the spaciousness, expanding into the base of the pelvis. Notice if you can begin to be aware of the sound of the breath as it comes in through the nostrils and leaves out of the nostrils. inviting in that oceanic ebb and flow. Extending out of the left fingertips as we compress on the right side of the body. Perhaps with every breath, the right elbow may lower down towards the ground, just even a centimeter or two. Beautiful. And on the next exhale, raising the spine back up to neutral, releasing out to the side here, and then placing the feet in front of you, or grab your two towels first here. And the way we started off with the towels in the quarter position, so folding it in half, then folding it in a half again, and this time we'll roll it up as if they are little paper towels, a paper towel roll, and we will place it underneath the left knee. Especially if you have any knee issues, you will be so thankful for this. And then again, that quarter fold in half again, and rolling the lengthwise, and placing that underneath your opposite knee here. Fantastic. And if it's comfortable for you, you can place your feet out in front of you so that the bottoms of the feet are touching towards one another. We'll scoot back a little bit so you can see me. So the bottoms of the feet are touching one into another. You can grab a hold of your shins, grab a hold of your thighs, and inhale the chest up, breathing into your proud chest. And on the exhale, bending your elbows and reaching the belly forward. This also might be a place where you could grab one of your trusty pillows and place it underneath your abdomen. I like to do this because it even gives more support for the chest and especially for the belly. It feels really nice to breathe, and then just allowing yourself, the palms could rest on the shins, they can rest on the floor, and then just allowing yourself this forward bend. Perhaps allowing the fingertips to, with every inhalation, press into the ground just slightly, and on the exhalation, feeling that compression of the belly into this pillow and breathing into the backside of the heart. So feeling supported here, feeling strong and stable. If at all it feels too much in the hips, you can always walk the feet out a little bit wider, and the bottoms of the feet don't even have to touch. Just allowing yourself to release and relax forward. Feeling the biofeedback of the breath as it presses into the front surface. And that release in the back of the hips as the head and the neck gently hang forward. If this feels too much for the head, you can also make a little pillow with your fist where you stack one fist on top of the other and then place your forehead on it, on top of the pillow. So beginning to allow the breath to come back to an awareness of this 3-count inhalation, the 4-count exhalation. inviting in this oceanic blanket of calm. Noticing if the mind begins to wander, can you bring it back to the eyes closed and maybe even think of a candle or the flame of the candle in the center of your brow. As you ground into the sit bones, inhaling in, calm, and releasing anything that is not serving you in this moment, allowing the mind the luxury of getting back to it later. Using the different tools that we have this time of breath awareness to bring the monkey mind back to a more single pointed focus. Taking one more inhalation here, and gently, when you're ready, on the exhale, begin to walk yourself back up into a seated position really slowly. And breathing into your proud chest. You can close your eyes here and just allow that to settle in for a moment. Feeling any changes in the body-mind state, any changes in the limbs, the blood pressure as it comes back to settle into the more upright position. Beautiful. We will take that information and keep moving. So I will just change the orientation, but we'll still use these two pillows here underneath towels underneath the knees. This is where your bolster, if you have one, you can lay it behind you. You could stack two pillows up if that is accessible to you. You may even like to take another towel or your blanket, and I like to, in whatever way possible that you can get a nice little thin roll here, because this thin roll is going to go on the back of your neck. So you keep that gentle arch in your neck. And you'll place this across the top of your pillows. And the same round angle pose that we had to begin with. So the ankles will be touching, your feet will be touching. These towels will be underneath the knees. You will pull your pillows so that they are right underneath the lower back. And at your leisure, you can ease on down with your elbows. And get your little towel roll underneath your neck. Open the arms out so that they are supported, hands raising up towards the sky. In this nice heart-opening butterfly pose. So inviting in a nice deep breath into the nose. Perhaps even you'll take a gentle exhale out the mouth. Releasing the breath. Noticing as the breath leaves the body how We begin to imprint the back into the pillows that we're lying on. If at any time the arms being too wide open in the T position, you can always begin to draw the elbows a little bit closer towards the side, as long as the hands are palm facing up towards the sky. That's absolutely fine. Coming back to that beautiful 3-count inhalation, 4-count exhalation. Out through the nose. And as the body becomes more still, noticing the mind becoming more still, as if we had a snow globe and the movement stirred up the snow. And now as we settle into this position, settling into the invitation of the breath. That snow begins to settle. Notice if we can invite a gentle scan of the body from the top of the head, making sure there's no gripping in the eyes, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the back of the tongue, the jaw relaxes. Allowing the heart to settle. To relax the back of the shoulders. Release any gripping in the hands, elbows. Release the hips. Releasing the knees. Releasing the toes and the bottom of the feet. And taking note of the highest organ in the body. So the heart is closest to the ceiling out of every organ here. So breathing into the center of your warm and vibrant heart, metaphorically and physically. Inviting this calm to wash over the whole body. Noticing if the mind begins to wander, this time can you bring it back to a 4-count inhalation and a 5-count exhalation. So as we invite in more oxygen into the body, this deep 4-count inhalation, feeling the beating of the heart, inviting that calm in the 5-count exhalation to just spread out over the whole body as the heart circulates this calm and restoration throughout the body. Even seeing here if you can create a little internal smile, maybe not visible to the outside world, but more the sensation of using this Taoist practice of internally smiling to your organs. As you inhale, really drawing in that peace, the upturned corners of the mouth. And then subtly on the extended exhale, circulating this goodness throughout the body. Taking one more inhalation, and on the exhalation, when you're ready, you can move the towel out from underneath your right knee, rolling over onto your right side, off of your props, pushing them out of the way. And then when you're ready, gently pushing yourself up into a seated position, no hurry. As slowly as you came into the posture, coming back to seated. You can keep the eyes closed here. Just begin to take note of any differences. Noticing any changes, sensation, information that comes up in the body-mind state. When you're ready, our next guided position, we have 2 more of them. So you'll keep your pillows here next to you. You can use the same towel that you have, but this time you can lie it flat. It's just more of a small pillow for your head here. You will take your towel, fold it in half, and place it between your knees, so a little knee cushion. And in whatever way you like, you can then take a towel or a blanket so that your feet are warm, and push these pillows next to you, and then gently releasing yourself sideways here, so that the side body rests onto the pillow, the head rests onto your blanket pillow, and then the arms, both arms are face down on the ground. Your pillow between your knees is there in whatever way to support you. You could place 2 pillows between your knees if your knees are feeling really tender. And if you are really might be cooling down, this is where your extra blankie or towel will come in handy. So this is a gentle compression of the digestive organs, as well as a release of the psoas, lower back, and hips. All of those stabilizing muscles and structures that do so much for the way we are grounded and connect with the earth. So inhale deep into you are prepared. Then perhaps sighing out on a ah. The ah sound in Chinese medicine is for the heart, or the ha sound. So perhaps just playing with this gentle sigh on the inhale, the deep inhalation in through the nose. And then the exhale, taking that 4-count exhalation on the ha sound, just releasing the sound, not so concerned what it sounds like, but more the vibration. You'll really feel it here in the pillows. Inhaling in through the nose, and then inviting that ha sound out. There might be a sound, and it must be more of a sigh. Feeling the stability of the earth beneath our palms. Scanning the body and noticing if there's anywhere that you can release, relax, become even 5% more comfortable. On your next inhalation, gently pressing into your strong arms, sitting back up very, very slowly, closing the eyes as you stabilize and come back to center, back to neutral. move the props out of the way between our knees, and we're going to switch over to the opposite side. So coming back onto our butt, moving over to the left side. So I'll move actually things this way so that you can still see me. And the same thing on the opposite side. So making your knee cushion, placing that between your knees, and blankets, pillows stacked, so you have your comfortable throne. Noticing, can you keep the legs parallel, or they can even be more splayed out, whatever's good for you. And perhaps making a little blanket for yourself, and then turning the body so that it is parallel to these blankets and pillows, and then placing both palms on the floor, and exhale, on the exhale, gently walking the torso down and placing the pillow so that the left cheek rests on your throne, releasing and relaxing. Maybe even noticing the difference between the right and the left side. Sometimes there might be imbalance in the hip. So giving yourself another opportunity to shift, perhaps untuck the tailbone, settle so the palms can rest evenly on the ground, adjusting your head or neck. So that you can take in now the deepest breath of your day. Breathing into the back of the heart. On the exhalation, inviting out that ha sound again. Try it 3 more times on the inhalation. Exhale and ha. Allowing the body, mind, sink to settle. Inviting in this calm.
the mind begins to wander, bring it back to the invitation of the breath. Following the warmth of the breath as it enters in through the nostril. The temperature of the breath as it leaves out of the nostrils. When you're ready, taking a nice deep inhalation. And on the exhale, using the strength of your strong, stable body and your arms to gently push you up to sitting in whatever way you can get there, keeping your eyes closed. As your blood pressure normalizes and sitting, allowing that shift to happen. And we will come into our final guided resting or Shavasana pose. So you could do a multiple bunch of things. If you had a bolster and you're feeling like you are feeling like a little bit of a heart opener, you could place your bolster or a bent pillow underneath you like this. For everyone, I would invite this, taking what was your pillow before, fun with props, and you're making a little tiny baby bolster to place underneath your ankles. So the back of the feet and the ankles are supported. The same fold that we used prior for underneath the knees, we will place one bolster as such, or one towel as such, underneath the knees, or you can just bunch something up and put it there. And if you don't need the bolster underneath you, that's absolutely fine. I might invite you, however, to make a gentle neck roll. So a similar roll to what you have on the floor under your ankles. You could roll up this little cutie and put it underneath your neck. And then grab a nice blanket to burrito over yourself. And feet hip-width distance apart. This comfortable little pillow underneath your neck. Depending on what's happening for your lower back, you might even want to prop up another pillow underneath your knees. If the lower back is particularly cranky, you could even just say, forget about all the props underneath, and you could just bend the knees here, allowing the belly and the lower back to rest flat against the floor, arms up. Or you could just say, forget all the props and just lay flat on the ground. Whatever's good for you. Then we'll move into a short guided rest practice. Moving into Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra is a form
of yogic sleep, yet it is not sleeping, nor is it concentration. It is opening the inner chambers of your mind by following the sound of my voice as if it was a rope into the depths of your consciousness. So as you relax and allow yourself to lie comfortably, just allow the sound of my voice to be an invitation into a deeper sense of calm and relaxation. Getting ready for Yoga Nidra. Your eyes are closed and the body is still. Is in a mood to relax. You are practicing Yoga Nidra. Become aware of your whole body. Be aware of the floor you are lying on, the room that you're in. Aware of the surface your body rests on. Noticing the space between your body and the floor. As you become aware of your body relaxed and lying on the floor, you begin to surrender, noticing the space between your body and the floor becoming smaller and smaller. Your body is relaxed. We'll set in an intention for your practice using a powerful sankalpa or Sanskrit word meaning an affirmation. So picking a simple one sentence affirmation, beginning the statement with I am blank, perhaps a positive quality you'd like to add to your life. Whatever's the first thing that comes to your mind. I am strong, perhaps. I am relaxed. I am grounded. And as we begin bringing into your mind's eye this statement, repeat it quietly and internally to yourself 3 times. We will begin a rotation of awareness throughout the body. All you have to do is allow your awareness to follow the guide throughout your body from point to point. You may even choose to silently repeat the body part to yourself as a guide. We begin. Right heel, left heel, right calf, left calf, right knee, left knee, right thigh, left thigh, right hip, left hip, both hips together, lower back, middle back, upper back, right shoulder, left shoulder, right hand, left hand, right wrist, left wrist, right forearm, left forearm, right elbow, left elbow, right upper arm, left upper arm, both shoulders together, neck, back of the head, back of the hips, back of the legs, back of the feet, all points of contact with the earth. All points of contact with the earth. The body lying on the earth. Now bring your awareness to your breath. Follow the gentle tide of your breath without altering it. Now envision your breath as a golden light flowing up and down your spinal column. Allowing your breath to invite you into stillness. With your inhale, the golden light flows from the tailbone to the crown of the head. With the exhale, it flows from the crown of the head back down to the tailbone. The wave of the breath inhale, the golden light flows from the tailbone to the crown of the head. And when you exhale, it flows from the crown of the head back to the tailbone. Stay with your breath in this way, watching it as a golden tide as it flows up and down your spinal column. Again, watching the breath as it ebbs and flows, golden, radiant, and vibrant. Bring your attention back to your breath, this time inviting that golden light into the center of your brow. Continuing your awareness of the breath as it focuses and settles in the eyebrow center. Imagine that you're breathing through the eyebrow center and that the breath moves in and out of the forehead. Imagine that your breath moves through the eyebrow center to a point in the center of the back of the head, passing through seat of intuition or the Ajna chakra. Maintain your awareness of the breath. Maintain your awareness of the breath through the eyebrow center and start counting your breaths backwards from 13, repeating to yourself, I am breathing in 13, I am breathing out 13. I am breathing in 12, I am breathing out 12, and so on. Beginning now. Take your time. If you lose count, going back to 13 and starting again. Cease your counting, but maintain awareness of your breath. You are aware of your breathing, and you are aware that you are lying in deep relaxation. Nothing else besides these. With the sound, gently guiding your awareness back to your physical body, feeling the sensation of the body lying on the earth, becoming aware of your surroundings, your body slowly breathing in and out, taking a nice deep inhalation, perhaps beginning to wiggle your fingers and your toes, rolling over onto your right side, making yourself into a little seed position. While your eyes are there, before you come back up to sitting, making that connection again with your sankalpa or your intention for this practice. In this nice seed position, planting that seed in the center of your being, coming back to that sankalpa that you set for yourself, repeating it one time. I am strong. I am relaxed. I am grounded. And when you're ready, gently pressing yourself back up to seated position. Placing your hands in front of your heart with your eyes closed, gently bowing to the center of your beautiful heart. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy today with me for this healing practice. Namaste.